All right, what up?
What are you doing here, pal? Hello and welcome to the Swag Bowl 2025 conference media hour here. First question for champions, Team Joe.
Yeah.
How does the win this year feel, especially considering last year's loss?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, we went in with the, job not finished mindset. Came out with a pretty resounding win. I mean, every single award pretty much went where it was supposed to go, almost. Felt like we really did the job and showed people what we're capable of.
Yeah, I mean, my teammate didn't suck this year. That was big.
All right, fuck you.
That was pretty big. It was nice throwing those balls right in the pocket, and they actually don't hit the ground for once. And things like that happen. It's not too hard to walk home with the win. So
Yeah.
yeah. Next question, please.
It really helps when you're carrying your team too.
Next question here. Obviously, rain game. Do you think that weather benefit or hurt your game in the sense that do you think you can make more opportunities out of the slick conditions, or did it kind of?
I think the Diddler's curse came through the rain. All right, you could definitely tell. But honestly, I felt like for us, it didn't matter. We're pros. We do this like it's clockwork. All right, there was no effect to our game.
Yeah, I'd say it was more of a help. I feel like we were able to play through the rain a little bit better. I don't remember. Did you fall during any route?
I don't think so.
I don't remember him falling. I remember quite a few falls for the other team, quite a few more drops. So, I think that helped out. I think it ended up helping us out. So,
All right, final question here. Assuming good weather next year, what lessons do you think you can take from 2025 and bring to 2026?
We're the best in the world. We keep playing like we're the best in the world. It's that easy, man. Just come back, same attitude, same ambition, same determination, and just win again. Spin again.
we were going to come in with the same mentality. I mean, the job's not finished. So
Not till next year.
until next year.
All right,
And
no
the
further
job will
questions.
still keep on going.
All right. Thank you, Team Joe. Congratulations on your championship.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Someone left their water bottle here.
All right, quiet in the peanut gallery over there. All right.
Sorry.
Team Asphalt, obviously, tough loss today in adverse conditions. Tell me, how does this loss feel in comparison to the highs of last year with that win?
Want to take this one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll start. Yeah. Well, when you're on top for a long time and have had so much success, when you kind of get not quite humbled like that, but brought back down to earth, and when you remember, what it feels like to be on the bottom, it totally hurts. But it also reminds you that things aren't going to be perfect forever. Like, we're not going to be able to blow out teams, year after year. The competition is going to get better. So it just gives us that much more motivation to come back and do more next time. Here you go.
I mean, yeah, it hurts, but I don't think the gap is closed at all. We won by like 20 last year, and they only won by 6 this year. And I mean, I'm not one to blame outside factors, but can't tell me the rain didn't have something to do with it today.
And speaking of that rain, do you think it benefit or hurt your game? Like, were you able to make more happen because of the rain, or do you think that really restricted your ability to play the game properly?
It really did hurt our game because we're two guys that rely on cuts in our routes to get open, and with those slippery conditions, just couldn't make it happen. But the rain affected both teams. We don't take those excuses lightly. Ultimately we'll both put some blame on ourselves and get back to work for next season.
Totally agree with what Matthew Michael Spence said there. Yeah, from a wide receiver standpoint, cuts were extremely difficult, especially at the speed we were playing at. I think that for me personally, I could have did more. Having that problem with cuts and with speed and other things, kind of just brought down the confidence level. And I think that was just kind of lacking me personally and just as a team. So I think next time we just got to keep our heads up, just get back to what works. But yeah, the rain definitely did affect us. But anyways, you got to play through it. So.
All right, and final question here. What lessons do you think you can take from this loss and apply to next year in 2026?
Well, I think that it's just going to take that much more, with people, trying harder with better competition. We're going to have to improve. And I think we'll, remember this one and remember what it feels like for sure, and use that as motivation to get back next year. I'm still proud of my team. I think we worked hard. I think we still, put up a good effort as a team. I think there was so many factors even besides the rain that just caused confusion and technical issues and things like that distracted a little bit. But, putting that all aside, I think we'll be ready for next time, and we're still going to try the best that we can. But to all the fans out there, you deserve more, and, we'll come back next time.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go into next season angry because in my opinion, we really beat ourselves. We made too many mistakes out there. Ball was slippery out there for both quarterbacks and receivers. And if we didn't beat ourselves, who knows what this game looks like? Like, we had a lot of stops on defense. We just couldn't get the ball moving on offense. So next year we'll be hungry.
All right, that does it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Now.
All right. Welcome in the champions of the swag ball. We got Chad Szymanski and Arjen Zoher. Okay. So my first question to you two is, how does it feel to repeat as champion and build off the chemistry that you guys had last year?
Well, obviously, it's success is always nice. It was a hard-fought victory. With the chemistry too, I think we were playing off each other a lot better. Those pick and roll actions were definitely a lot more tight knit. A lot of good decisions were being made. I feel like the rock was getting distributed in a way it should be. Probably like 70-30, which is good considering the talent level here. But yeah, no, I think it was a positive day. Really good stuff was happening, and yeah, I think it bodes well for the future.
Well, first of all, it feels great to four-peat. I just got to go out there every year, give it my all. And, I'm just excited to come back next year. I've been hearing rumors about some trading going on, but, I'm ready. I'm ready to go out there and ball.
All right. Thank you. So we moved to a new environment this year for the swag ball. How do you guys think that impacted your play?
I'd say it was fine. I'd say it's probably the best one we've been at. And we've been driveway to driveway here. We've been night and day, but it was a good court. It's a good court. Nice concrete. With some good single rim action. It was good. I had no complaints.
Yeah, no, I like the environment we played in. Good good quality on the concrete. Good hoop. Good traction. I think it was a very good venue. A lot better than playing, in the dark or in a driveway. I think it's a good venue, and hopefully we can see it again next year.
All right, and then one more question here for you guys. What do you think it'll take to three-peat next year?
More of the same, really. I mean, last year was a good start, and then I feel like this year we just built off a lot of that success, and I think as long as we keep doing what we're doing and slowly build upon that the good success that we've been having, I think there's really nothing that can hold us back for next year. Assuming we're on the same team, assuming no trades happen.
Media team's back from the slumber.
Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
I own this league.
Yeah, no, I think as long as we
That's right. So give me the mic.
as long as we keep this up, I think there's no stopping us.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go back for the 5-peat. You said, what do we have to do?
Yes. Yeah. What do you think you'll have to do to repeat?
I just think we'll have to keep it going. I'm going to keep using my girth and tonnage. I'm going to keep banging guys. And when those young boys are coming, I'm ready.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So now we'd like to welcome in the runner-ups for the swag ball. We have Zaner Schneider and Leo Fontaine.
What up?
Despite losing, I saw some great effort out there. What do you think? Where do you think you guys fell short this year?
I think we fell short from unfair play style, unfair competition. Honestly, I think some of the weakest basketball I've ever had to face in my life. So in my opinion, I think that we didn't fall short in any way. That's how I feel about it, and I can't wait for these trades, man. It's gonna be sweet, sweet victory next year.
Wait, I want to ask a follow up to Leo. You said you didn't fall short. Yet
I don't think we fell short at all.
Failed to score double digit points.
I don't think we fell short at all.
Okay.
Period.
Do you mind repeating the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, where
There's
do
a
you
lot
think
of
you
gaps.
guys some of the shortcomings of your game were this year?
Yeah, I think, obviously grateful to participate in another swag ball. Disappointed by the outcome. Had a new teammate this time, never played together, so I think there's a little bit of toughness there. I've had two different teammates the past 2 years, so it's been difficult, for us to get used to each other play style and see, how we can get something to work together. But ultimately, I think that my game, I could have tried to defend a little bit better. I think there was a couple extra rebounds that I could have probably grabbed and tried to get some more points on the board. But ultimately, I think we put a good effort in, and yeah.
I think I just need to make more shots too. Man, too many bricks.
All right. So this year we found ourselves at the beautiful.
Something funny back there? Yeah, that's what I thought. Our weak opponent laughs. We're going to smite him by the will of God.
This year we found ourselves at the beautiful and scenic Raintree Apartments. How did it feel to play in this new location, and how do you think it impacted your game?
I think it was unfair, honestly. I'm not used to such play style, and would have loved to keep it somewhere comfortable. But I know that we have some people at the Media King back there who really just can't deal with any actual difficulty. Yeah, by the guy who's 5 inches taller, who's right.
So
1 inch taller.
Hey, let's get an answer from the player here.
You gotta grope me all day, and you still couldn't hold me. Yeah, when you only use one move, it's kind of hard.
Hey, I'd like to get an answer here from Xander because I think you'll have an insightful answer.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good venue, I think. Obviously, the past two, they haven't been bad, but I think as all of us have improved and actually playing the sports, I think that this change of venue was much needed. So very happy about that. I think it was very nice there. Great baskets, great court. Very bouncy rims from what we would used to, but what are you gonna do? I think it was still pretty good.
Stiffest rim in the nation.
But with that being said, I think it was very good. I think it was a nice change.
Okay, one final question. What will you guys do in the offseason to improve your play and to not find yourself in this position again?
Kill Chad.
Yeah, I think I trust the coaching staff with our team. I trust the people that are working behind the scenes, to make things happen. But again, it's going to start with us. We're going to have to put in the effort, put in the work, put our best foot forward. Competition's going to change. It's been a really tough 2 years, but we're going to keep pushing through it. And I know there's, talk about more changes and stuff like that. But no matter what happens, here at Asphalt, we're still going to give it our all. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you both of you.
All right. Thanks.